What's up, fellow cinephiles? Before I get into my movie review, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched, commented, and liked on my How to Train Your Dragon video. I really did not expect that big of a response to that video. I was just trying to really give my 2 cents about the situation, and you guys responded in a crazy way that I did not see coming at all. That is by far my biggest video on this channel. But before I say any more, I just want to make clear that this channel is really all about the love of movies and why we love them. Once in a while, I will occasionally cover something like How to Train Your Dragon and the controversy behind it, but this channel is purely dedicated to movies and the love of movies. You know what? Foreign language cinema is really starting to grow on me. How's it going, fellow cinephiles? This is Dominic from Film Overload, a channel where we talk about movies, pop culture, and everything in between. And today I have another Criterion retro review. And today I will be reviewing the 2004 film Throwdown. Now, this was a foreign language movie that I've had on my list to watch for quite some time, and I finally got to it after all this time on my watch list. And I have to say, I was not expecting this kind of a film at all. The story follows a former judo champion who currently owns a bar and is a bit of an alcoholic, and he is given the chance to redeem himself and restore his status as a top judo champion after he befriends a competitor in the upcoming judo tournament and an aspiring singer. And I really had no idea what I was getting myself into with this movie. The story itself is just so charming. There's a couple of moments where there's just some outlandish things happening and some outlandish words being said, but overall, just the film really has a deep-rooted story and a really solid message, and really almost tackles the constructs of a really good friendship. And the story here is what really carries this film. As far as writing goes, I really enjoyed the writing of this film. Sure, there was a couple of moments here and there where the story would kind of slow down for the sake of like the dialogue and everything like that, but the writing itself also was very stable as well. I really enjoyed the way it really crafted the story and also really crafted these three very charming and somewhat lovable characters, honestly. And I really enjoyed what the writing did, not only for the characters, but ultimately the story as well. And speaking of those lovable characters, let's get to them. So, Bo is my favorite character of these three. I really thought he was written the best of the three. I really did enjoy that fall from grace, trying to pick yourself back up kind of character arc, and Bo has that in this movie. I really enjoyed the performance by Louis Koo, and I really dug just the overall character that he was. I enjoyed the way he was written, the way he carried himself, and I really just enjoyed the character overall. A character you can root for from start to finish. Alright, moving on to Tony. And I really liked Tony as a character. I really enjoyed his interactions with Bo. I really enjoyed his interactions with Mona. And this character has something to prove. And I won't go into what he wants to prove because that is obviously spoilers for the film itself. But this character has something to prove. And through this character, you really get that friendship element between Bo and him. And it really drives home that message of friendship within this movie. And Tony is a great character, and I really did enjoy him as well. And to be honest, I really did enjoy Mona as a character as well. However, unlike the other two, which felt complete, for some reason Mona did not feel complete, for me at least. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with Mona as a character. Like, we get the backstory of her and we get her motives, but I really wish she had a more satisfying ending like the other two did. I didn't really feel that with Mona, and that might dock points off my final score for this film, But again, I really enjoyed Mona as a character. Those are just kind of small little nitpicks that I had with her as a character. Now, if you've read this film's synopsis, there is judo in this movie, and a lot of it. In fact, I'm surprised no one reported dislocating their shoulder while making this movie. There is that much judo in this movie, and I loved every single moment of it. It really is the heart and soul of this film, in all honesty, and I really did enjoy how they choreographed all the fight scenes and all of the judo scenes in this movie. It was the heart and soul of this movie, and again, I enjoyed every single moment of it, and it really made for a fun and entertaining time. Now, the pacing of this film is decent. The movie flows pretty well. Once again, because of certain scenes, it tends to drag on just a little bit, but that didn't take away from my overall experience with the story. So the pacing overall is pretty solid. Overall, Throwdown is a very, very solid foreign language film. I really enjoyed this movie. Not only is the film about friendship, but it's also a really great movie about dusting yourself off, forgetting your past mistakes, and coming back even stronger than you were before. It's a really straightforward message, but a very impactful one, especially through this film. So that's it. And guys, if you liked this movie review and want to see more videos like it, like our main character, dust off any doubt you have and hit that like button. Also, hit subscribe while you're at it and turn on the post notifications so that you guys can get notified every single time I post a video. You can follow me on Letterboxd, which is right here. I post all of my movie reviews on Letterboxd, as it helps me keep track of movies that I have watched, movies that I haven't watched, and movies that I will watch. And I think you guys would benefit greatly from this app and this website if you are indeed lovers of cinema like myself. As always, guys, happy movie watching. Take care.